the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real Rap a Lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The fine to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Tampa. This taken in at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Fournette on the counter. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake. Rodgers. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it. And
now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharpie?
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they just...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44. Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got it at the 15. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 56 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'd be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 two-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0, so essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. He wants it all for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
On play action, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Looking deep for Adams. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Check, lefty, 26.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 60 yards. And the Bears get a score closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing on first down is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And down to the 11. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On play action, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down.
To Evans on the slam.
Touchdown!
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakout in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Rodgers again now. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Rodgers to throw once more. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to... And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. This fielded right to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. and now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Mike, 45. Check Mike, check Mike.
On first down, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Second down and 3. Here's Rodgers.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Rodgers now on first down. A check down here to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Throw again on second down. Rodgers, he'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Rodgers going to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up. And you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6. Oh, the Buccaneer pressured too much. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Fournette on the toss to the right. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete.